Everybody, the time has come to announce what our next long-form video game analysis podcast series is going to be. We have been running a vote on our Patreon. It was between Metal Gear Solid 2, Terranigma, Parasite Eve, and Soul Reaver, Legacy of Kain.
Yeah.
There's a remake for that, like coming out like in the next couple days.
Very
as of
soon.
recording this, probably will be out by the time this goes live.
Mm-hmm.
And so a lot of people came over to Patreon to vote on that. It was really funny. Well, without too much preamble, unfortunately, Soul Reaver and Parasite Eve were like totally buried. This was a race between two juggernauts in Metal Gear Solid 2 and Terranigma.
Yeah.
And at first, Metal Gear Solid 2 had like by far like the biggest lead, right?
Yeah.
Then we did that video where we were talking about our favorite games.
Top 10 games.
And I talked about Terranigma.
Yeah.
And we just saw this last push for Terranigma that did, in the end, slightly
Barely,
edge out Metal Gear Solid 2.
Yep.
But the vote was so close that we have decided we're just going to do both games.
We'll do both.
So we're going to be doing Metal Gear Solid 2 first. That's going to be our next long-form series that we're going to be doing. And then Terranigma will follow that. So you can look forward to that. But also, we have started a new poll on our Patreon. Please check it out if you would like to support the channel and be able to participate in these polls. We're going to be doing a Final Fantasy game after Terranigma.
Yeah.
Tons of people have been asking, when is FF9 coming? Now's your chance, fellas. Final Fantasy 9 will be is on that poll, as is Final Fantasy 12 and Final Fantasy 4. And we're sneaking into that because it's basically Final Fantasy.
It is.
In a way. Is Chrono Trigger.
Yep,
Chrono Trigger is also on that poll. So those are the 4 games up for vote. For those of you who are like, what about FF7? We are doing that, don't worry. But we're going to wait a little bit until the Final Fantasy VII Remake like trilogy is completed. We're going to wait for that project to be done and over, and then we'll, actually dive into OG Final Fantasy VII. So, speaking on Patreon really quick, there's something that I really want to do, which is just express my gratitude, my thankfulness, because we did a video a few weeks back, a little over a month ago, where we kind of let people know, hey, if we want the show to continue, we need to see some support on Patreon. And you guys really answered the call. It was a humbling thing to see. We saw a huge boost of support there. And because of that, we are now able to bring Kaysen on full-time to work on this channel.
I'm full-time.
Kaysen is now full-time here. That's why you've been seeing more of him recently with certain videos that he's put out, Analysis Garden Eden video. And,
that one.
A couple of others that
with Max.
Yeah. So that's great. I think that we've now been able to put out a lot more content. We're doing 2 episodes a week. We're doing tons of like shorts that are going onto other platforms. We're seeing a lot of growth and just tons of momentum basically ever since that happened. And so we just wanted to sit down and just say, thank you so much for that support. And in addition to that, I am seeing a future, in not too distant future. We have some plans here where we're going to be able to bring me on full time as well.
Yes.
And I want to make a promise to you if we are able to make that happen. The quality of this show, as high as you may think it is now, is going to be unbelievable when that happens.
Yeah.
If we can get our support up to a level where the 2 of us are able to just focus on this, not only will the quality of the podcast and the guests and the research and everything that goes into that, the depth to which we are able to go into these be way, way higher even than it is now. But a lot of you who subscribed for the retrospective content, video essays, and things of that nature, all of that will come back. And so I want to just let you guys know that's what's on our minds for this next year in terms of our goal.
And we can do it.
Absolutely, we can do
it. It's the door is opening and the light is pouring out, and we're seeing hope to a level that, gosh, I haven't felt this way since like 2015.
I know,
2013.
Yeah, same, right? Like we've been doing YouTube since I think end of 2011 or early 2012, something like that. And I have never had as much just like passion, excitement about like the content that we're making and the direction it's going and how I feel about not only like its level of quality, but like the type of audience that it's garnering and how much I'm learning and how much it's affecting my own personal life and just the wonderful people that we've met through doing this. In any case, if any of that sounds exciting to you, based on the momentum that we've got now, and if you value the show, if you feel like this is something worth supporting, please follow the link in our description or in the pinned comment to check out our Patreon and participate with us. We have lots of different tiers where you have different, venues to be able to talk with us directly. We have people here live with us as we record these podcasts who talk with us live while we record the show, who at the highest level, even they come into our planning sessions. You're able to plan each episode with us and discuss, or join me for live streams while I'm playing the game and making notes and things like that. In addition, voting obviously on the Final Fantasy game, whichever one you want to see us play next. So please check out those links. And then just again, thank you so much for your support. It means the world to us, and we really appreciate you guys. So we'll see you soon though with Metal Gear Solid 2.